They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming fourth down. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Working out of the gun. Love. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And they'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
46-yard line.
Second and 11. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. Early lead in that one for the Packers. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They'll run this with Homer. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Steelers' 43-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Love. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 23 yards to pick up there.
First down, Cleveland.
Going on the ground with Homer. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Love now. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
What a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, what a juke into space. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Looking deep here for Ebron. And he fires one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The Browns drive about to get started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. This is Homer. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the right side to Eric Ebron. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Right back to him on 1st down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game. That I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
22 yards there, a first down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Love fires that quickly outside. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. We hit halftime, as we do all season. We'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They go play action now. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in. Travis Homer, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Derek Brown forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On play action, they'll throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
The handoff as they run the counter play. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
8-yard line.
Intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 40, 30. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20.
Have some of this.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And it's up and good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a gain of 6.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they give this time to the tailback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Right back to him on first down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have a Browns first down as good running gets him to about the 44. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Love looking to throw it. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for him during this game.
A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Travis Homer, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 7 yards there and a first down. of the gun. They'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Now he dumps this off over the middle and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Steelers first down.
They'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. And he fires one incomplete. Kenny Galladay, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Browns defense stands tall. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Mecole Hardman, 87 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead.
For Mecole Hardman, I mean, he was the only guy with 2 of the top 10 fastest runs in all of 2019, and he's showing that that was no fluke. He was moving there.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 29. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this